The state of Vermont, land of ski slopes, ice cream, and grazing cows, may not be a paragon of cultural diversity in the American popular imagination, and for good reason. Vermont is one of the more homogeneous states in the country. But for many decades now, Vermont has welcomed immigrants from around the world. Thanks to an active refugee settlement program, an entrepreneurial business climate, and a neighborly ethos, Vermont is home to thriving communities from Burma, Bhutan, Vietnam, Nepal, Bosnia, Herzegovina, Somalia, Sudan, Congo, Senegal, Liberia, and Kenya, and the list is growing. These new Americans have enriched Vermont's culture with their customs, traditions, voices, and values. Perhaps more emblematic of modern Vermont is another population, locavores, people committed to reaping the state's bounty of high-quality foods, available through a network of small-scale, sustainable agricultural enterprises. As the Champlain College Design for America team pondered these two movements in our home community of Burlington, Vermont, we were struck by how rarely they intersect. Sure, there are the farmer market stalls and ethnic food carts, perfect venues for sampling something new and unique, and then there are the small grocery stores catering to the cuisines that reflect our diverse community. But when we sit down to eat, our shared appetite for good food isn't enough to create real common ground. How could we use food, the ancient medium for communion of all kinds, to foster a deeper sense of community? One of our first areas that we explored was Burlington's Old North End, a working-class neighborhood with a diverse selection of small grocers. We started thinking about who has access to locally produced foods. We knew that the grocers had produce, but wondered if any of it was from local farmers. Could there be a design solution that connected the grocers with local farmers? A team went out to test our hypothesis. We asked the grocers about their suppliers.
There was a time at the beginning when I started. I was new with the business, environment, everything. I had to struggle. Didn't know where to shop it or to get stuff. But right now, I'm getting used to it.
And so the owner, he went down to Boston one a week. He got a vegetable.
We found that many of them had long-standing quality relationships with non-local suppliers. Additionally, their suppliers could offer them prices that the local farmers could not.
Yeah, actually, so the product is we try to get the frozen fish. We try to get from local supplier here, and they sell for us $3 a pound. But the fish we got from Boston, we sell here just only $2.59 per pound.
And keeping their shops competitive is an important aspect of sustaining a small business. Maybe local produce wasn't the solution. After we listened to store owners in the Old North End, we brought our research back to the group. We learned that one of our core assumptions was incorrect. Store owners were happy with their suppliers and have figured out where to get food at costs that enable them to thrive as businesses. The challenge instead is to bring the abundance and diversity of food out of the stores and into the local community. So how can Burlington increase cultural exchanges and build community amongst its diverse populations? We had no shortage of ideas. An app that worked like a game-based passport, a bike-powered food cart, a globe-shaped grill, a community table, a food truck that could be redesigned every month to reflect a different culture. Maybe you could hire new Americans and use local produce. It could run on solar panels or biodiesel that was made from the cooking oil used on the truck. We knew we were getting close. We remembered the idea from the DFA workshop about creating a ripple effect, and it starts with one small move. So we asked ourselves, what is at the core of all of these different ideas? And we realized we really wanted everyone to have a seat at the table. The table was emblematic of an adaptive system, a system that, once created, included an exchange of culture, community, and currency, a system that builds relationships and grows the local economy. New Americans from all corners of the globe teaching local chefs how to prepare traditional dishes. The chefs work with farmers using local foods to produce these dishes and bring them to the greater Burlington community. Profits are used to support a new group of recent immigrants who had new recipes to share. And the cycle continues, each time bringing cultures together for a new round of exchange. Over the past month, we've done research and interviews, we've brainstormed, prototyped, and discussed. At the end of that month, we are still not quite sure what our design will look like, but we do know, however, is that our design will help ensure that there will be a seat at the table, whatever it looks like, for anyone hungry for more vibrant cultural exchange.